Love catching snakes, love the adrenaline, the excitement of it. Maybe taking a snake bite or two here and there for the people. She got robbed and had to miss her flight.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she just like, shout out that thief, dude. Shout out that thief.
You speak English, Spanish,
Italian, German, Portuguese, and then I know some French and Catalan.
Nice.
It's just like the regional dialect in Catalan.
That is the mission. I am going to find the thing that can kill me.
People, but like have anacondas eaten people.
Yeah, they're one of the species of snake that have like fully consumed human beings in the Amazon rainforest. Just to finish off, Australia caught the 2nd, 4th, and 5th deadliest snakes in the world, all with my hands. And dude, I don't know, something about it. I just love it.
He could have been a child molester. Like,
before I left, she was like sobbing, like totally broke down. Like she thought I was gonna die.
I got him a ball python.
Literally bought me a pet snake 1 week into dating. Yeah, they live 15 years. Crazy.
I could have died.
You could have died. Like even.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit that subscribe button. I am Mohamed Mulay here with my incredible co-host, Zach Evans, and our newest guest of the day, Jaden and Rachel. Welcome. How's it going?
Good. Feeling good. Yeah, always. How you doing?
Please introduce yourselves, where you're from, how old you are, what you do, so on and so forth.
Yeah,
Jaden,
sure.
take it away.
My name's Jaden Klein, from LA, just graduated from University of Arizona. My big thing is catching snakes, traveled the world, just got back from living in Australia for 6 months, been to the Amazon rainforest. I don't know really what it is, but love catching snakes, love the adrenaline, the excitement of it. Maybe taking a snake bite or two here and there for the people, and make some videos and love to adventure, stuff like that.
Very nice. Very nice. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Rachel.
My name is Rachel Turner. I'm a DJ. I currently live in Los Angeles, and I too just graduated from University of Arizona. That's my snake catching boyfriend. And I have plans to move to Madrid in the fall.
Very nice. Where'd you guys meet?
College, a bar.
Yeah. She actually, I think our first interaction was her hiring me to be a promoter at a club in Tucson.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I think she came up to me and went, "Hey, you know a lot of people. Want to promote this club?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Sounds fun."
Yeah. I started as a club photographer a couple of years ago. And then I would always bring so many people with me when I was doing photography. So they asked me to be the head promoter of a new club that opened in Tucson. Shout out Agave House.
Yeah.
And then my job was to kind of like oversee all of the college promoters and recruit. And I was like, dang, that guy was really cute. He could probably bring some bad bitches to the club. So I was like, I knew his friend group and I knew that he could bring a lot of people, so I just kind of like went up to him and hired him. Yeah.
Promoter romance.
And then how long after you guys, I guess you recruiting him, did you guys get into a relationship?
Like 2 months. Yeah.
How long after did you hook up? The night of?
2 months.
2 months.
No.
I feel like the first time we hooked up was 2 months, right?
Yeah, we were like just friends for a while.
Okay.
Kind of like, I wouldn't even say like flirty. Like we're both not really like super flirty people, but like just like overly nice to each other. I feel like.
I agree. I think that's kind of how it went, and I feel like it kind of just like flipped a switch like during spring break. We had like our last spring break here in LA actually, and she got robbed and had to miss her flight.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So she just like. Shout out that thief, dude. Shout out that thief.
Yeah, it was actually super upsetting. So I was working with this brand in LA. I don't know if you guys know what like Fanstar is.
Yeah.
So I flew out kind of for like business meetings, but I had plans to go to Cabo and then I was going to go to Barcelona. So I had like a full week. Like I was going all around the world. And then I was hanging out with these darn OnlyFans models. Holy crap. So I went to an after party at this Airbnb that some of my friends were staying at. And then I knew one of the guys that walked in, low-key gonna name drop just because I hope his friends feel. Nick Bean showed up to this party. And I like Nick, but his friends were like, just like kind of gave me some weird vibes. And it was super late and I had a flight in the morning. And then I like just a bunch of random guys walked into my friend's Airbnb and I was like, okay, this is probably not chill. Most of the people were sleeping. It was like 4 a.m. So I went upstairs just to notify the people who had paid for the Airbnb that
Yeah.
like a bunch of random people just walked in, and I left my phone like on the counter downstairs. And then they came back downstairs with me to kicked everyone out. And then I was like, oh, that's weird. Where's my phone? Check my location. It's in Culver City.
Oh,
I was
God.
like, cool. And my flight I have to leave for the airport in 3 hours, and I haven't slept. And then I was like, well, I guess that's game over. I'm not flying to Mexico without a phone. So I just went to bed and had to deal with it like in the morning. And then I think I was texting him off my laptop because I knew he was in LA.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, now we can actually hang out, because we were trying to hang out all weekend, but it wasn't really working out.
Yeah. We were busy.
So then we ended up going on like a really long first date, and I ended up meeting his entire family.
yeah, she did. Whole thing.
Yeah.
And staying at like friends' houses. Like I think we met up at like noon that day, and then I think we stopped hanging out at like noon the next day.
I think it was later than that. Yeah, we had
yeah.
a really long first date. But before that, we were just friends, like no funny business or anything.
Really like not even flirting at all. And then we kind of just like hung out and totally hit it off.
I think it was
that
our first
week.
time hanging out sober, and then he was like, whoa, she's not like just some crazy party girl. She's actually like okay to hang out with.
Yeah. No, it's actually kind of impossible to keep up with her like in the party scene. She has the most energy and stays out at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. pretty much every night.
He's changing me. I've been going to bed early.
Yeah,
Besides
4 a.m. now.
Well, I'm moving to Europe for a reason. I definitely have like
true.
the European approach to partying. Yeah, EDC was crazy. I like just went to EDC last weekend, and I think I went to bed at like 10 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
I love how you before the podcast said, yeah, I'm really boring. I've got nothing interesting to say. And I'm like, this girl is
Well,
like,
no, she's
DJ,
a she's got
Snake
it.
Sleeping.
She's got
Wrangler,
it.
DJ Snake
Yeah.
Wrangler. I don't know. Perfect
Elite
duo,
combo.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
it's fun. Okay, so how long have you guys been together now?
Since March.
Yeah,
So-
like
Okay,
March
so it's
5th.
like a couple months.
Yeah.
Fairly
So
new.
yeah, it's pretty new, I'd say. Like still.
How do you feel about her moving to Europe?
I mean, to be honest, we actually haven't even like really talked about it that
Yeah.
much. Like obviously it's kind of sad to have somebody that like you really love move really far away, but at the same time, she's like so passionate about like this and her career path. You should have seen her the other day. Things like kind of weren't working out for a second, and she was devastated. So like seeing somebody like that, I know how passionate she is, and like it's kind of like also vice versa. If I had an incredible opportunity to go travel the world, which I hope I do in the near future, like I'm sure she would support me too. So I hope she
Yeah.
goes and kills it in Madrid.
I'd probably
obviously
hide in your suitcase, but
yeah, but obviously still sad that this beautiful girl is going to be like across the world, but still try and visit her. See how that goes, of course.
yeah, but I won't be like as crazy. I got a job actually teaching, so
Nice.
I'll be a language assistant at a high school. So I actually speak 6 languages.
Oh, wow.
And I'm basically gonna be like an in-class translator. So definitely a different career path than what I'm doing right now. Maybe I'll be doing music out there also. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to try something new.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So you speak English, Spanish.
Italian, German, Portuguese, and then I know some French and Catalan, which
Nice.
is like the regional dialect in Catalonia.
Interesting.
Yeah. I got Spanish. I can do English and Spanish.
Well,
so-
hey, it's much better
it's
than
better
most
than one.
most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, two is good.
Yeah. How many
Yeah.
languages do you guys speak?
Anything. Fluently 2, and then a little bit 3, a little bit of French, a little bit of Arabic. But
Okay.
that's about it. I started to learn Russian now. So
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
Working on that.
Yeah,
It's tough,
I
I
feel
was
like.
in Egypt. Was that last year? I guess a year and a half ago. My cousin used to live in Cairo, so I took some Arabic lessons there. I've like linguistics is just kind of like my passion, just like underlying. So like I have like my main languages that I speak, but I kind of just like I study like Latin for fun. I just kind of like, I don't know. I like to absorb language. I don't know. Communication is really important to me, and having good communication and properly understanding people and seeing where they're coming from. And my favorite part about learning language is like when you learn a language, you fully understand like where people are coming from. Like for example, in Italian, there's like 8 different ways to say possession. You don't just conjugate verbs, you conjugate also like possession. And that's why Italians are so possessive. It makes sense because like in their language structure, that is important. So it's important to those kinds of people. So then I better know how to like relate with those kinds of people, even if I can't like fluently speak their language, but just like even knowing a tiny bit of Arabic now, like I feel like just that opens doors for so many people. Like if people are walking and I'm just like Habibi and everyone's like what's going on? But
why is this white girl saying Habibi?
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's good. Good for you. Good for you. So the snake stuff.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
I don't even know how else to call it.
Yeah. No.
Just-
Snakes. Yeah. Let's unpack the snake stuff.
How did you get into it?
Yeah. So when I was little, I kind of just liked it. Like a little kid likes dinosaurs and trains and whatever the hell they like, right? And then it kind of just like it went away, right? Like 10, 11 kind of disappeared, and then started hiking, doing like these naturalist guided things, started like catching them for myself. And then it kind of just like clicked. I'm like, this is crazy. People think it's crazy. I like it. Maybe like I could just keep doing this, right? Even like when I was young, I'm like, I love this. It's so fun. I love the adrenaline. Like I love skydiving. So like anything that kind of gets my heart racing, love it, right? And then by the time I was 15, I was crawling through abandoned smuggling tunnels at the border of Mexico and California looking for these rattlesnakes. Yeah. So like I'm 15 with this like ex-military guy who then got his own TV show. He's a beast. Love you, Rob. And then this other guy who was just as crazy as us, Spencer. And we would go and we would crawl through these things we call the flume, right? And it's like 17 miles long, goes like way back into this dam. And there's like bats like swooping down, like hitting you. You're like trying to like dodge them as you go. There's like water at your ankles. And what happens is since it's kind of like an irrigation canal, rattlesnakes like fall in. And so you're like crawling like with a headlamp and just like looking for like rattlesnakes in the middle of this abandoned smuggling tunnel with like border patrol like above you. Like, what the hell are these fucking guys doing?
And you do this intentionally.
Super intentionally. Like that is the mission. I am going to find the thing that can kill me. And I love it. And that was 15. I mean, then like 16, I'm getting in car crashes in the Amazon rainforest, like looking for anacondas. Like, I mean, it didn't stop. It didn't stop. And yeah, I actually got bit by that anaconda. We made it. I mean, car flipped over. I shot out the back, the truck bed, lost consciousness for a couple seconds, woke back up. Tour guides literally pinned under the truck, go, lift it back up, take her out. Like her nose is kind of fucked up, but she's okay. And we all look around and like, do we keep going? It's like, yeah, we keep going. We're not turning around. And then we ended up like swimming through this thing called a floating forest. Do you know what a floating forest is? No.
I'm assuming it's a forest that's floating on top of a river.
Some light ones.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like 50-foot deep water with like the tops of trees coming out of them. And there's like islands of grass that like you can swim to, right? And there's literally 25-foot anacondas swimming underneath you. There's like these black caiman, which are like 15-foot crocodiles there, like electric eels, stingrays, gazillion piranhas that you're just like swimming with, right? And so we got in there, like the 7 of us, and we swam in a line from these islands of grass, like from one to the other, seeing if we could find an anaconda. I didn't really understand what we were going to do if we found like a 25-foot snake in the water that's like aquatic. Like, do you dive on it? Like, does it eat you? Like, we actually didn't discuss that part. It was just like, can we see it? And then if we see it, we need to try and catch it because that's the coolest thing in the world.
Wait, pause.
Yeah.
Can anacondas, well, I know theoretically, obviously they can eat people, but like, have anacondas eaten people?
Yeah, they're one of the species of snake that have like fully consumed human beings in the Amazon rainforest. So,
wait,
like,
are the anacondas, they bite you or they wrap around you and squeeze you?
Both, yeah. They bite you and then wrap around you and then like take you underwater to like have you like, you know, like drown and shit. So yeah, I'm like 16 doing this shit, and like the most annoying part wasn't even, I mean, I love the snakes. The snakes are never the annoying part, right? The annoying part was the fucking bugs and spiders. So we had to swim in a line because like the overhanging plants, when you like brushed into them, these fat ass spiders would drop onto your back and head. So you had to go in a line and hit them off of each other so they don't like bite the shit out of you in the middle of the jungle, right? So you're just literally swimming, like hitting fucking spiders off the people in front of you in a line. The guy in the back's completely fucked. I don't even know how he's like alive right now. And you literally swim to these patches of grass. And then when you're on the grass, they're covered in ants that are like stinging you and giving you welts from head to toe. So like it was intense. Like my 16-year-old self did not understand what like he was getting himself into looking for the snake. And long story short, didn't catch the 25-footer, but we got like a small one, like a 4 or 5-footer. Ended up like having a super cool experience. It did bite me, but like it's not going to do anything. And just like
those aren't poisonous.
Not poisonous, just like, you know, the largest bodied snake on the planet. So they'll take you down pretty quick. But yeah, and then just to finish off, Australia caught the 2nd, 4th, and 5th deadliest snakes in the world, all with my hands. And dude, I don't know, something about it. I just love it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Take a second with that.
Okay. First of all, wait, how old are you again?
Now I'm 21.
Okay. Where are your parents in all this?
Oh,
this is what I was talking to his mom. I was like, okay, you know how he went on this crazy trip to the Amazon rainforest? He DM'd some old guy on Instagram. His mom's like, yes, I will let you fly to the Amazon rainforest with, he could have been a child molester. Like, I was like, you just let him go? She was like, yeah.
Yeah. My poor mother. No. Like, actually, before I left, she was like sobbing, like totally broke down. Like, she thought I was going to die. Love you, Annie Klein. I did not. It was fine. Like, she was able to like have a phone call with the dude I DM'd. Super awesome guy, Ian. Seriously.
They're still friends now.
Yeah, still friends. He actually just got back from Suriname, did another expedition, found another little anaconda. He's been killing it in the Amazon rainforest recently. But yeah, my mom always freaks out. Like, she literally does not sleep when I'm out. Like, she'll be up till like 5 a.m. if I'm catching snakes till 5 a.m. So like, poor woman. But yeah, she kind of just like understands that I have to do it. It's like my favorite thing in the world. It's the thing I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to like make videos, get in front of a camera, and like show all this awesome stuff with as many people as I can. So she gets that. So she's supportive, but like cries a lot.
My boyfriend wants to be like Bill Nye of snakes.
Yeah. Bill Nye, Steve Irwin. Yeah. Steve Irwin's a goat.
It's just like, okay, so how old are these guys that you went to Mexico with, or to the border with?
One of them, I guess the ex-military dude would have been in his 30s at the time. I'd never met him in my entire life. And then
he's like a full minor. Like.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So like so you're the one who reached out to these guys?
Okay.
Or like how did this come about? I had a
mutual friend, Spencer, the other kid that was a couple years older than me. Maybe he was like 18 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He somehow knew this guy Rob. I actually don't remember how he knew him, but he did, and he goes, "This guy knows a place, and he will keep us safe while we're there." So I'm like, "All right, let's do it." And then I was signing up for every adventure I possibly could.
Okay, and so Spencer at that point is like, "Oh yeah, cool. Let me have this 15-year-old come with me."
Yeah,
because like that's safe.
Yeah, and I had met him I met Spencer maybe like 3 months before. So that was like early into like our friendship. Now he's actually a Border Patrol agent down in Arizona, kicking ass down there. But yeah.
I remember we were leaving the Chris Lorenzo rave, and we were all just like sitting in the car like fried, and then Jaden looks, oh look, it's Spencer, and it's like this beautiful photo of him like with like some telescope at sunset like at the border and everything. I'm like, blows my mind. Like, it's crazy because I like try to take him to all these music festivals and like parties and all this stuff, and then he's showing like what his other friends are doing, and I'm like, this man is insane. He is so versatile.
Totally different world. Love to party, love to adventure. Big combination. But yeah, Spencer, we caught a couple snakes earlier that year, and he's like, yeah, let's do the craziest thing we can right now. So I was like, yeah, let's do it.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
What's the most venomous snake?
The most venomous snake in the world is the inland taipan. I'm training her well. She's catching on.
Yesterday we were playing this game. It's called like Chameleon, and basically everyone. Can you explain it?
Sure. It's like a game where there's one person that has no idea what the categories are, and then the other three people know exactly what it is, and you kind of just have to lie your way through it by giving clues of what the category is.
So you say like, we go around and everyone says one word, and then you don't want your word to be too broad because then everyone's going to think you're the chameleon. Mm-hmm. And basically like it was like Breaking Bad. And like, you know, I didn't want to say like meth or something.
Yeah.
And then what did I end up saying?
Western Diamondback.
Oh yeah, I said Western Diamondback because Western Diamondback is found in the desert, and desert's Breaking Bad. Yeah. So that way I'd be able to explain that I'm not the chameleon. You know?
Yeah, we're.
So I was doing snakes. One of them was jungle.
Yeah.
And
you
then
said boa constrictor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're clicking a lot with the snake thing. She's catching on real quick. I'm like trying to catch on with the raves, but the raves are kind of intense. I'm doing my best. But yeah, inland taipan is the world's deadliest snake, and that's in Australia. Super hard to find. Did not see those. Didn't even go where they live. But I did get the second deadliest, the eastern brown snake. And then
And are most of the deadliest, they're venomous or because they wrap around?
venomous. No. So
Okay.
like the only category for it would be if it was like super venomous, right?
I see.
Like if it's a non-venomous snake, yeah, it could kill you, but like I wouldn't even consider it deadly because.
Wait, babe, you're telling me? Okay, so the quickest human death from a snake was 7 minutes. What snake was that?
Oh yeah, that was a rough-scaled snake. Yeah, 7-8 minutes. I actually
from venom.
from venom. Yeah,
Yeah.
it died. He died in 8 minutes.
So isn't that one more deadly than the other one?
Actually, no. Like, and I actually also caught that snake. That snake isn't even in the top 10, I don't think. Like,
Okay.
I just think, like, there's so much potent venom in so many different snakes. And I think that guy who got bit might have been a little older and just had, like, a shit reaction. You know what I mean? Like, immune compromised, probably had, like, a heart attack. He was freaking out.
I
But
see,
yeah,
I see.
8 minutes, the record.
And so if you get bit, are you supposed to pee on it or are you supposed to suck it out?
Neither.
Neither, dude. Neither.
I thought
no
you peed on it and
kissing,
it-
no
I know the
sucking.
answer.
Something.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to stay calm.
Yeah.
So your heart rate doesn't increase. And you're supposed to not move. You're supposed to be like still. So like people are supposed to basically like carry you out of the forest. And then you need anti-venom.
Hell
So
yeah,
you need
baby.
to get taken
Yeah,
to
she's got
the
it.
closest hospital.
Yeah, that is 100% it.
And do normal hospitals have anti-venom in them?
Yeah, like a large hospital definitely will. A large
Okay.
hospital definitely will. But
So
like,
so if I was at like you guys know where Runyon is? It's like 5 blocks from here. If
oh,
I
like,
got,
yeah, Runyon Canyon.
yeah,
yeah.
like if I was like at the top of Runyon,
Yeah.
rattlesnake pops out of nowhere, bites me.
bites you. You'll
Like,
be okay.
I'll be okay.
Yeah,
But I couldn't
maybe
walk
an amputation.
down. I would have to have somebody carry me down. Yeah. Or could I still walk
Try
down?
like it's better if you have somebody carry you down. Like obviously it's expensive to get like a helicopter, rescue helicopter to take you, but that's like hypothetically the best solution. The other thing that really helps is these pressure bandages. You like put the pressure bandage where the snake bite was. Let's say it's on your like calf or whatever. You like do it on your calf, and that like stops the blood flow from like moving up the rest of your body, so
I
the
see.
venom doesn't move. That gives you a lot of time, like hours more of time.
So I could like take off my shirt, use that as like a or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. And that'll buy you time. And obviously if you have to, if there's nobody near you, yeah, walk. Like don't honestly, I don't know, sprint or walk. I actually don't really know the answer, but like move towards safety and then you'll be okay. Like the rattlesnakes here, they're called Southern Pacific rattlesnakes, the ones in the Santa Monica Mountains. They have a pretty messed up venom, but like you're really not going to die if you get any sort of medical attention like within like lots of hours. You have time.
Are cobras deadlier or rattlesnakes?
Like which is deadlier?
Yeah.
Cobras are deadlier.
Okay.
Rattlesnakes will still fuck you up 100%, but
Yeah.
like cobras, I would not want to get bit by a cobra.
I
That
see.
would
I
suck.
see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, snakes can control like how much venom they release in you. So, like for example, the person who died within like 7 to 8 minutes, that snake probably released more venom. Typically, snakes will not like give you a bunch of venom because they're not trying to like eat you. Like they'll give more venom to like a little rabbit than to you because they're basically just like, you know, like a bee, like giving you like a warning attack. So they'll give you like a little bit of venom, like tell you to fuck off, but then they're not trying to eat you. They'll give way more venom to a little rabbit because they know that that's what they're going to eat and they need to kill it.
Fuck yeah, baby. That's 100% right. That's 100% right.
Locked
Yeah,
in,
let's
locked
go.
in.
Yeah, sometimes they won't even release venom too. I mean, don't
Dry bite.
Yeah, dry. Yeah. Dry bite.
So when you catch them, are you going for the tail or are you going for the neck?
Dude, that's a super good question. Yeah. So I don't fuck with their head because one, it stresses them out, right? And if I like try and go for it, like
Yoink.
yeah, yoink guy. Shout out yoink guy.
There's a snake
yeah.
wrangler and he like only catches by the head. He's like, see that snake? Yoink. Because
Yeah.
if you grab it like right by the head, they can't like
They
bite you,
can't bite
obviously.
Yeah.
I
But
feel
but
like
it
tails.
stresses them out the most.
You would really
It
only
would
do that
piss
for
them
like
off.
large non-venomous snakes, like big, like the Burmese pythons in the Everglades or like reticulated pythons in like Southeast Asia, because you don't want to get bit by that and it's like so big. It's like, what do you do with it? But yeah, like venomous snake, you don't mess with the head, don't stress it out. Like you pick it up by the tail. Like if you see in my like videos, I'll like be holding it by its tail, and then I have like a little paint roller or like snake hook, like whatever the fuck I'm rolling with that day.
Golf club.
And yeah, golf club even on the golf course. And then you're kind of just like supporting the front third of its body while holding the tail. And that like kind of tends to chill them out a little bit.
I held my first rattlesnake. We were golfing, and then just in the middle of the golf course, I was like, of course, when I'm with him, there was like a rattlesnake, and then he like was on his phone or something, and then he like looks over and I'm like trying to pick it up. He's like, babe, hold up. Like,
yeah,
but,
literally.
Like, yeah, you just grab by this
Yeah.
like the tail, and then you just put like the golf club in like the middle part, so you can kind of like control it, like move with it.
So
Yeah.
the golf club is to prevent, because like if you just grab a snake by the tail, can he just
Totally.
and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
come
100%.
after you? I see,
100%. Yeah. So then you kind of do that because when they're stretched out, they can't like really strike. You know what I mean? They don't have like that recoil.
Oh, I see. Because it's
Yeah.
too long of a
It's
lever.
too long.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
I
they're
see.
kind of just like awkward and they don't really like they can try and come for you, but like you have enough reaction time for
I
sure.
see, I see,
Yeah.
I see.
Also, you can like tell if snakes are like pissy or not. Like snakes aren't like out to get humans. Like
Yeah,
that's why
super
grabbing their
true.
head is kind of like a dangerous play, even though it might be like safer because they can't like bite you. Is because like a lot of them you pick up and they're not trying to even bite you. Like
Yeah.
they're just like dogs. Like some dogs are aggressive, some aren't. If you piss them off, they'll be mean. If you don't, if you handle them with care, if you're nice to them, most of the time they'll be nice.
100%. Like if you see it on the trail, you're hiking, it's literally never going to come for you. Like I can guarantee, I will put all my money on the fact that that snake will not chase you. Like that's a myth.
Unless it rattles and you come closer, right?
Even that's not chasing. Like that's like, hey,
Oh, I see,
like
I see, I
like
see.
back the fuck off. Like it'll hold its ground. Don't get me wrong, and it might try and strike at you if you're like coming towards it.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like it's never gonna like actively chase you. The only time that like kind of happened was in Australia with me with that second deadliest snake in the planet. Like it knows what it can do to you, and not that it would chase you without being provoked, but like. The difference is when you come towards it, it meets you. It's not like trying to get away like a rattlesnake.
Wait, but by chase
Yeah.
you, like how fast can a snake run? Or
Run.
not run?
Like slither.
Slither,
yeah.
How
it'll
fast
move.
can a snake? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
they have no legs. Like how
no
fast?
legs, dude. Faster than you think. Like,
Really?
like not
faster
all of
than
them.
a human?
Not faster than like like fucking Usain Bolt,
Oh, yeah.
but like you know,
But
what
like
I
an
mean?
average person.
like-
is
Shout out
running,
Usain
you know?
Bolt.
An average fit person could definitely outrun a snake.
Okay.
Maybe an average not so fit person would
Yeah.
not.
Fatties,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah.
Fat people are cooked when the snakes are coming.
Like
around.
our friend
But
is
at that
gonna
point,
get
it's just
caught.
kind of like
He's getting
survival of the
caught for
fittest.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah. We have one
Yeah.
friend who's definitely getting caught. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor dude.
Survival of the fittest, man. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
exactly.
what it is,
Yeah.
you know?
Snakes are just like
Nature.
helping our genes. Like, good genes keep going.
But he doesn't really have a neck, so if it's one of the wrap around you, maybe you could like survive, 'cause
Yeah,
you get strangled.
yeah. Also, maybe if they get bit, it would take like way longer for the venom to actually hit the bloodstream.
Probably.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should have Jaden take him on a hunting.
Yeah,
Next
dude.
YouTube video.
Yeah, 100%. What's that guy's name?
Claudio.
Yeah.
Claudio,
One
this
of our
is
best
a
friends.
crazy
Yeah.
call out. Poor
Yeah.
man. Hope those Twinkies
We
are doing
might
well right
bleep
now.
it in the
Yeah.
edit.
Yeah.
We'll see how nice he is to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next couple weeks.
How long can he survive rattlesnake venom without treatment? Yeah, just
That would be
like-
a great
yeah.
YouTube video.
I
That
know.
would
That would
actually,
go
yeah.
viral. All right,
I know.
guys.
If we had a real we need a really rich investor who can buy us anti venom.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this is easy. I'm gonna give you the idea. Hit up Mr. Beast.
Hit up,
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, you hear that?
Get us
Rattlesnake
anti-venom.
venom. Yeah.
I
You
volunteer
got it.
tribute.
He'll do it, and I think I
Yeah.
think you'll be able to find. Oh yeah, I mean you'll definitely be able to find some snakes in North Carolina. So
Yeah. There definitely are a lot of snakes in North Carolina. They got some good ones. They got this really cool like pygmy rattlesnake. It's like literally like the smallest rattlesnake in the U.S. Super colorful, like red. Would love to see one. I got so many bucket list animals. Like I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Crazy.
Not even gonna go down.
Wait,
that
babe, I
rabbit
have a question.
Yeah.
If a rattlesnake bit me in the ass, like both cheeks evenly with venom, and my butt like swelled, like maybe would it stay bigger?
hole. Baby, I think your ass would actually turn black and have necrosis. So I don't think that'd be a great look for you.
Would you
So
still
sorry.
fuck me if I had necrosis in my ass?
Yeah, I'd still fuck you if you had necrosis in your ass.
Actually, if you had rattlesnake ass, he might be even more attracted to you.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, if a rattlesnake
It's like,
bit
oh, the
me,
venom,
I think
the
my
venom.
boyfriend
Yeah.
would propose.
No. Fuck. We had this pet snake, Belle.
Don't bring her up.
Yeah, no, she
So,
cried.
Basically, I was whipped. The first week we started dating, I was like, what can I do to make this man like fall in love with me? I got him a snake. I got him a ball python.
Literally bought me a pet snake 1 week into dating. Yeah, they live 15 years.
Crazy.
I was like, oh, Can't get rid of me now.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, she asked me some really interesting questions on what we could do with that snake. I said no to all of them. It's okay.
But now he was in a frat in college, and the chef from his frat now has our snake child. Yeah. But yeah, his parents said no to having the snake here in LA, and I'm moving to Madrid, obviously. So we had to get rid of our child.
Yeah, it's a good pet though.
That's a sad story.
Best ball python ever. Yeah. Shout out Belle.
But very interesting. That's a very toxic move on your end.
Yeah, Loki is, babe. What?
So when you found out about the snakes, was any part of you like, oh, this is kind of weird, this is a red flag, or were you like,
no, I was like, that's so fucking cool. I was like, put it in my mouth. Maybe you don't put that. But no, I also am an adrenaline junkie.
Like, I like snakes.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, yeah. She's used that line already.
No, yeah. Oh my gosh, you don't know how many jokes my friends and I have made about like wrangling snakes.
Oh yeah,
since I've been dating him.
Just like low hanging fruit.
I know it is. Yeah, that's a layup.
No, yeah. Well, I too am an adrenaline junkie. Yeah. I love adventure. I've been to, I can't even count how many countries, for like 17. Like I've been to Egypt. That's like the 8th most dangerous country in the world. I travel like alone as a female. I moved to Spain for the first time when I was 15 years old without my parents. I like was living with a family over there. So I have just like always like struggled in relationships with finding someone who's as like adventurous or like crazy as I am, because I'm not crazy in like the psychological type of way, but crazy as in crazy as in like I always like am craving adventure, craving something new. So like when I found out that this man was a snake wrangler, like my jaw dropped. I was like, what? Like I couldn't even like understand it, which is like what I loved. I loved that someone was just challenging my knowledge, my adventures. Like I don't know, I thought it was super cool.
And she's down for all of them, which is cool. I've never had a girl be like this down to, I mean, she's catching rattlesnakes while I'm not looking on golf courses. Like she's crazy, but it's the best thing ever. So it's perfect. I think it's going really well.
This is fascinating. It's just like insane.
Yeah. That's and funny. I love how I can like dress kind of like a mix, like Duck Dynasty meets like Y2K. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm like, babe, is this a good snake wrangling outfit?
They all are. They all are.
Have you? Who's this guy who's pretty famous on? I think it's like social media. He might even have a show. He has a. They have some like really big pythons, or I don't know if they're pythons, but they're big ass snakes. There's this video on social media that was going around where the I don't know if they're some animal protection control something. They come to his place and then they're like, I guess, killing a snake by mistake that had like a bunch of babies that they weren't supposed to kill.
Oh damn, I have not heard of this. No.
Yeah, and he was like freaking the fuck out because they had like shot it in the head.
Oh shit.
And shot the snake in the head?
I guess that's how they killed him.
Damn. Okay.
And he was like freaking out because they weren't supposed to kill that particular snake, and they didn't know. They made a mistake, whoever did it. And he had a bunch of babies that were like worth like millions of dollars. And
was this like a captive snake, like one that he owned, or was this like a wild?
Somebody owned it.
Somebody owned it.
Somebody else who was like a millionaire or something that owned it, and he was taking care of the snake and the babies. And
oh my god!
The guy
and killed the snake.
And killed the snake, and so the babies went with it. Yeah. And he was just freaking out, and he was like, "You guys are gonna have to pay for this. Like this is." He goes, I don't even know what to, like, he was just yelling at these people.
I wonder if the Snakes Reddit page knows about this. So, oh my gosh, we have to tell the ball python story. Okay, so I got him a snake.
Yeah.
And then I lost the snake, and I had a ball python loose in my apartment for over a week.
Yeah, for a week. Like, she just let it go. No. It didn't, like, escape. She just, like, trusted the snake and just let it go in her living room.
Okay, so I
Gone.
love this snake so much. I would wrap around my neck. I would cook. I would use the bathroom. Like I would just
On
go
your
about my
neck?
day, and I just have a
Yeah,
snake like
dude.
wrapped around my neck like a necklace.
Sounds
I
like a
love
bad
this
idea.
snake.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
would sit like on the couch and watch TV. And my friend Sophie and I, the girl from Wisconsin, we were sitting and we were just letting the snake go like from my lap to her lap, from around her neck. It was just crawling around us for like 2 hours. It wasn't even trying to like get away, go hide. We're like, the snake loves us. And then the snake, we like put it on the chair next to us because it wanted to go into the couch. And it went like into the chair, like into the framework, into the wood. And then we ended up losing it there for a week. Where was I going with the story?
I don't know, babe, but you definitely lost that snake in the living room. Yeah. Nora.
Wait, where'd the snake come from?
Oh, that's such a long story. Okay, so I met this girl at an after party on my couch, and then the next day we're like, hey, do you want to go to, she was like, do you want to go to this rave tomorrow? I was like, sure. So I met this girl, and then the very next day we went to a rave, and her boyfriend had just moved to Georgia and left his snake with her, and she was like afraid of snakes, but she just like was trying to find a home for the snake.
Oh, so this was already a pet snake.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, and then she was like, do you know anyone who would want it? I was like, I just started dating a snake wrangler. Like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, so
So.
it's kind of like a happy accident, like with the snake. you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you I guess there are ways to tell what snake is what, obviously.
Red before yellow, you're a dead fellow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Something
and-
like that.
Yeah.
But
Red
for
on,
like
red
a-
on black, friend of Jack. Red on yellow, kill a fellow.
Yeah.
That's what the say.
That's the saying
is.
for like coral snakes versus like milk snakes or mountain king snakes in the U.S. And like, yeah, that's fine in the U.S. But like, if you go to any other place with coral snakes, the rhyme doesn't work. Like,
Oh,
it's
shit.
completely not true. Even
I could
Mexico,
have died.
You
fuck?
yeah, you could have died.
The fuck,
like,
Steve Irwin?
Even across the border, like a handful of hours, you're dead if you follow that rule. So like, I would not just do your best to research what they look like and then don't die.
That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, so somebody gets bit.
Yeah, somebody gets bit.
Let's say for the sake of this conversation. What's the easiest way to try to figure out if there is the snake that they got bit by was venomous or
Venomous
not, or they should be worried about it, or like what is the next move at that point?
So is this like in a hypothetical where the person like doesn't know anything about snakes? They just got bit.
Exactly.
No
like
picture.
they have no
Did
information.
they see what the snake looked like? Because you'd probably just like research like what kind of snake it
I
was
mean,
would be the first.
But are you saying like you go to the hospital just with the bite? Is that what you're saying, or like can you?
Let's work through like
Work
at
through
the
that.
moment when they get bit. What's the first move? Like what do they
Gotcha.
think
Identify
about?
the snake.
Identify the snake, 100%.
Uh-huh.
If you can get a picture, take a picture. If you can't get a picture,
Just know the colors, know
yeah.
the girth.
ChatGPT, what kind of snake is this?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Am I gonna die?
No, am I gonna die? ChatGPT is like, nah, you're good.
Needs the
20
bathroom.
minutes later. Yeah, okay. Sounds good, baby. Yeah, so I would say just try and figure out what the fuck it is, and then from there, go to the hospital. Like the U.S. is really easy though, because like really all our venomous snakes are rattlesnakes, unless you go to like the southeast with like copperheads, cottonmouths, like coral snakes and stuff. But like California is like the easiest place to know what you're dealing with. All the dangerous ones rattle. If it rattles, it's venomous. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's it. Big fat head, like you know that like triangle head saying. Yeah. Usually
What's
has
the
venom
triangle
glands.
head saying?
If like the head of the snake looks like a heart or like a triangle, it's venomous. That's not like always the case, but it's like a helpful
Majority of
Yeah.
That's where they store their venom.
100. Yeah, exactly. Literally. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Yeah, he's got it. He's
Pieces
getting locked in with the
puzzle
snakes.
together,
Yeah.
baby.
100%. Yeah. Have you guys ever caught snakes? Ever been out there wrangling
have
snakes?
never
in
been
other
interested.
countries?
It's interesting because I have a place in North Carolina, and the first time I actually had visited my ex's family there,
Yeah.
and they would be like, so I would be just like walking around, and there's like holes in the ground, you know,
Yeah.
and it'd be like, what are these holes? And it'd be like snakes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean snakes?
Yeah.
It'd be like, we got snakes here. I was like, we in the fucking backyard, like we're just like chilling here. Like, why doesn't anybody get rid of him? And they're like,
here,
yeah, just got to be careful and like watch out. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, people are just like living with snakes in the backyard. Like it's just like dude. Crazy to me.
I mean, third world countries, there's snakes in their roof. They're just like, oh yeah, hey.
That's what happened. My ex's brother started yelling one night.
Yeah.
And he was like, and we went upstairs and there was like a fucking snake like in the corner of the room, just like chilling. And I'm like,
yeah,
what the hell is going on?
They're chill. You just vibe with them. Yeah. Actually, about that, like the holes, like with the snakes, that's like another. I'm gonna address a couple like super common misconceptions with snakes right now. Actually, those like holes. Yeah, snakes could live in them, but it's not like a snake hole. Like snakes aren't making the holes. They're like rodent burrows, like squirrels and like gophers that make them, and then the snakes just go and like eat whatever's in there and then like hide there for a while. But like they're not like snake holes.
They're not made by those snakes.
The other one that always gets to people, right? Have you guys heard like baby rattlesnakes are more venomous than adult rattlesnakes? Have you guys heard that at all? If not, it's fine. That's like the number one thing I hear, like the number one question I get. Baby rattlesnakes are not even close to as venomous as adult rattlesnakes. Like people think, oh, like the babies can't control their venom. Like let's talk that through. If a baby rattlesnake hypothetically can't control its venom, even if it delivered all its venom, dude, its venom gland is like that big versus like an adult rattlesnake. The venom gland is like that big. Like there's just no comparison. You know what I mean? So that just like needs to get out to the public because that's like a huge thing. Yeah.
We'll definitely clip that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got you.
PSA.
Actually
Baby
pulled up
rattlesnakes.
more closer a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, I can also like just scoot in a little bit.
Perfect.
Yeah, got you.
How was the
Closer.
bathroom?
Yeah.
It was so fun. No snakes though.
No snakes. Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
was looking for them.
Okay, so let's talk about how you've become so interested in this whole snake situation, because it's just crazy to me how invested you've become in this. Is it because you like him so much, or is it like you're actually interested in the topic?
It's a toss up. So obviously it's kind of the same thing with language. Like when I become infatuated with someone, I obviously care about what they care about. So if I'm like talking to someone and their first language is a different first language, I always try to like learn that language, because I feel like the most romantic thing you could do for a person is just try to understand where they're coming from. So I wanted to understand more for him, but then as I was kind of like doing like research and like scrolling, oh, that's where we were going with it. So when I lost the ball python, I joined a snake Reddit page on like how to find snakes in your apartment. Like hundreds, thousands of people have lost snakes in their apartment. And I was like, I think I read Reddit articles for like 4 hours a day when the snake was gone, just looking for new ideas on where the snake could be. And then I just got in this Reddit rabbit hole about snakes. And then I was just learning all these different things about snakes and all these crazy stories. Like this one guy had posted, like, I asked my friend to watch my snake when I was on vacation and I came back and it was dead. And like the comments were just tearing the friend apart. Like, never talk to not a true friend. Like, never talk to him again. Like, you should make him pay you money for the snake and all this stuff. And I was like laughing, but I was also like, this is an insane community. Like, this community goes deep. Like there's just, and I just found interest in it naturally. I think it's really interesting. I've always like loved nature. I lived in Costa Rica a couple years ago. I've always been a huge plants and animals type of gal. But yeah, definitely it was a mix of both. I'm interested in it because he's interested in it and I'm interested in him. But I also think it's really cool and I like watching documentaries.
So you've learned all these languages because you dated somebody who spoke the language natively?
No, but because I've been in love with someone who spoke that language. Like my very best friend in Spain, she's a girl, and she was my host sister when I did a study abroad. And she spoke English, but it was pretty broken, and I was living with her for the summer, and she was the only one out of all her friends that spoke English. and I was going to be there all of summer. So I could either buckle down and learn the language so I could properly communicate with all her friends and family and people that mattered to her and fully understand like her world, or I could just, I don't know, be stupid, play with my dick, sit in the corner. Like, so I just decided to start like doing, like, go above and beyond, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
For example, Italian, my best friend Vittoria, she lived with me in high school. She was an Italian exchange student. And I didn't even start learning Italian when, like, during the 7 months she lived with me. But when I was living in Barcelona, I backpacked Italy with her. And I started kind of like picking up on some phrases or some words just because of Spanish and just being around it. And then I, again, wanted to communicate with her friends. Like, her parents didn't speak a lick of English. And I just started learning it so I could talk with the people that she cared about. And so I could fully understand her world. And then when I got back to America, I just buckled down and like signed up for Italian classes and started self-teaching myself.
Fascinating stuff. Did you ever find a snake?
Did I ever find a snake?
Yeah, the snake that you lost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we found it. It's with the ZBT chef in Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same snake.
Yeah. It's the same snake. I got him a present. It's like, here you go. Never mind. We didn't know if we were ever going to find it. But yeah, we found it. My roommate found it, actually. Shout out, Nora.
Where was it?
It was in the same chair that we lost it in.
It was inside, like,
For a week?
Yeah. We even got it like a dead mouse and like put it by the chair and she didn't come out.
Huh. Interesting. So how did she find it?
She was just watching TV sitting there, and then the snake just came out of the chair after we've been looking for it for a week.
So the snake just came out by
snake
itself.
showed itself.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you lose a snake in your apartment, you can look and look as much as you want, but you will never find the snake. Its job is to hide. The snake will find you.
Yeah.
So to that, actually, I have a question for you. So how are people never worried that the snake would harm them?
Like people like me?
The pet snakes, for example. You know how, like what you were saying about the snakes just like wrapping around the neck and all this stuff, right? Like you watch stuff with the like models, photographers, taking photos, like stuff like that.
Totally. I mean, it's a trust thing, right? Like any animal can do anything at any point, right? And I feel like it's similar, like with your pet dog. Obviously not the same. It's a snake versus a dog. Like they are different. But once you have it, you like build like trust with it. Not that like the snake might trust you more. Like its brain doesn't work like a dog, but like it will become more comfortable with you. You can become more comfortable with it, and then like you get more comfortable putting it around your neck while you use the bathroom or whatever. But like anything technically could happen. Like Belle was the sweetest snake ever. Belle could have bit Rachel at any point. Not that anything would happen, but like it's really not going to happen. It's like your dog.
Yeah, it's kind of like what he was saying, like building trust. Like it's not like the first time I ever caught a snake, I'm like putting it around my neck, but like I like pet her a little bit, and she genuinely like. I wish that snakes could love. I actually cried about this because I cried because I realized my snake couldn't love me. But the thing is, the snake would definitely like want to be around my arm or neck versus a stranger's, because like that snake kind of has studied my behavior, knows how I act during things. I also like it knows how I'm gonna handle it. Like I call it the bridge to Terabithia, where kind of when it keeps moving, I like keep giving it hands, So the snake knows how I would typically act, and then I know how the snake would typically act. So I just got more and more comfortable with the snake the more I handled it.
Yeah.
So snakes aren't capable of love.
Don't say that too loud.
Unfortunately,
yeah.
not.
Technically, no.
I see. Although you could argue, you don't actually know if any animal's capable of love.
True. Yeah, because like I feel like the way any other animal like deals with emotion is different than the way we deal with emotion, and we can't like really communicate. That.
I don't know if you guys knew that cats. People think their cats love them. First of all, every cat owner is like, "Oh, my cats love me," and then like you see like all these scratches on him. You're like, "What happened?" Oh, my cat, but no, he loves me though. I'm like, doesn't look like it.
Oh my gosh, there was this meme I sent to Jaden, and it was like, I love you so much, and it was like a human to a cat, and then the cat was thinking it's like, shut up, you fucking can opener.
Literally.
Literally.
That's what cats think of you as. Yeah, people think their cats love them. It's not true.
I don't get along with cats actually very well in general. Like
I'm allergic. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm not, but like
I'm allergic to their personality too. So like,
exactly. Yeah. Like I get along with most animals. Big animal guy over here. You can tell already. Cats, dude, I've never clicked with cats. Like, there's been like maybe 2 cats that have ever liked me, and like it was like a cool little interaction, but like wasn't even for me. Most of them like bite me, or like I've been bit by cats so many times, and I'm just like, doing like the like just petting them gently, and then they like attack me. So
it's probably because subconsciously they and you both know that you love snakes, and that just doesn't work well considering cats don't like snakes.
They can smell the snakes.
Yeah, yeah, they can. Snakes takes up just too much of my energy.
Yeah.
Fuck the cats.
Have you ever seen a cat against a snake? I was trying to slap the thing in the head.
Yes. Yeah, they win like every time. It sucks.
The cats?
Yeah, cats win like every time. Same with like
hands.
same with like mongoose. You know what mongoose are? They're like little. Like,
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
The only one that can be an anaconda, I think, right?
I mean, just snakes in general. Like an anaconda is pretty big, and a mongoose is like that big. But like any snake that's even like a similar size, like mongoose are out here like slapping king cobras. Like they just like don't care at all. Like mongoose got introduced to the Virgin Islands, right? And now snakes are like basically extinct on the Virgin Islands.
Are
Like
they
just
99.9%.
Exterminated them.
No, literally
That's
on the
insane.
islands. There's like, I think 0.5% of snakes remain on the Virgin Islands.
Are mongoose
Like-
invasive species on the Virgin Islands?
In the Virgin Islands, yeah, they're invasive species.
I'm gonna look up mongoose versus snake video.
If
right
there's
Yeah.
any ever like a new football team or something, they gotta be the mongoose.
The mongoose.
The mongoose.
That sounds kind of
Yeah.
lame.
The mon
It
guy.
does.
You need
Yeah.
just the mongoose maybe
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. I like
Cobra
that.
versus mongoose. Love nature.
Yeah, see, there we go.
That's funny.
Do you want to watch this with me?
Sure. That's a mongoose. They still kind of look like squirrels, but like,
Yeah, I thought it was gonna look way cooler to be honest.
yeah, no, they're like,
I would be embarrassed if I was a snake and that fucking shit beat
yeah,
me.
yeah.
That would be so embarrassing.
Oh God.
Look at him. No, it looks so stupid. One bite from the snake and that thing's dead too. So like,
That's
it's got
crazy.
balls. It's got balls. Yeah, the reaction time is just insane.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang it. I want to see it. Like,
So like,
slap the
where are
fuck
they
out of
going?
him.
Where?
Like you said, they became extinct. Like, are they like
Died.
getting eaten?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're getting like basically killed by the mongoose because like the snakes in the Virgin Islands aren't like that big. I think they have a Virgin Island boa, which is, but like I guess those things are still getting killed too. Because like you have to realize like when a snake's small, like a little baby,
Right.
like how are they going to reproduce? Like yeah, maybe like the 7-foot snake won't die to a mongoose, right? It'll
Right.
go on its way, but like if it has babies, the babies are kind of done for.
Yeah.
So yeah. Kind of sucks because I went to the Virgin Islands and I was hoping to see some snakes and that didn't work out too well for me.
R.I.P. Virgin snakes.
Yeah. Bunch of versions out there.
That's funny.
Yeah, they didn't stand a chance.
That's hilarious. Rachel, I feel like you have done some crazy shit in your lifetime that does not involve snakes. What are those stories like?
Crazy stuff. Well, one time when I was in Cairo, I wanted to go to Dahab, Egypt. And the thing about Egypt is the buses are typically not marked. Usually all buses, commercial, personal, are just like white vans. So I got in a white van full of Arabic men and drove 8 hours in the middle of the night to Dahab, Egypt. Had no idea if I was going to wake up in a foreign country completely kidnapped, but I made it. And then I went on a yacht party.
With some other Arabic man?
Casual. Wow.
Yeah, I went scuba diving without a certificate in Dahab, Egypt. I just like convinced the guy to like let me do it.
She can talk her way into anything. No.
Like,
It's
come on,
impressive.
bro. It's not that
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
swim and breathe.
Yeah,
Just
well,
swim
like
and
I
breathe.
knew the owner of the yacht club in Dahab, Egypt, and he like knew that, and I was like, I'm a good swimmer, because a lot of girls or like women either don't know how to swim or don't swim, just because like they can't wear like, you know, swimsuits. So they wear like these black like dresses that are like super heavy in the water. So most women in those countries don't swim. It's like a male thing to do. And they, you know, I'm from San Diego, California. So when I jumped in that water in my little bikini, all the guys like, she can swim. And I'm like a strong swimmer too. So they just like, I went snorkeling and they couldn't believe like how far and like how deep I went. I was like, I'm a really good swimmer. Like, let me go scuba diving. And I'm like in the Red Sea. Like, this is once in a lifetime opportunity. So I kind of just talked the guy into giving me a tank, gave me a little quick little debrief. And then I was scuba diving alone in Egypt.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Have you gone skydiving with him yet?
No, I really want to.
On the
I've been
bucket
waiting for
list?
him to ask me.
Yeah, I actually brought it up this morning.
I
I'm
know.
like, babe, we have to skydive immediately.
Yeah, but we have to commit to it.
Yeah.
We need a date.
Yeah. All right. Date June 23rd.
What's happening
like it.
June 23rd?
I guess we're skydiving.
Where do you which license do you have?
I don't have one personally, so I just keep doing tandems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but I will. That's like
How many
another
tandems
bucket
have you
list
done?
thing. One in the US and one in Australia. So I'm just
Oh, okay,
like
so just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
Okay,
But like it's like a relatively new thing that I'm getting into.
Mm.
And I want to do it in every continent. So I will. I know if I go back to Australia, I'll probably get certified to do it by myself because they have like these intense like weekends. And like in the US, it takes a while to get certified. I could probably do it in 3 days in Australia and just be jumping by
that's
myself.
crazy.
Yeah. Also the laws with skydiving are way less strict in Australia. Like because there's way more air traffic in the US, like you can't jump with cloud cover, you can't jump through clouds, you can't jump like with like these certain aviation laws. In Australia, I broke like every law that would have been in the US. Like I jumped through a cloud, I landed on the beach, like the plane wouldn't have even been regulation in the US. So like Australia is like
You
a great
jump out of a
place.
plane. You jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
They
Pretty
don't
much.
care in
Wait,
Australia.
who says you can't jump through clouds?
In the US, it's illegal to tandem skydive through a cloud.
Oh, tandems.
Yeah. Well, I think in general, like
No,
like
I mean I've jumped through clouds a bunch of times.
Doesn't mean
in
it's legal.
It is legal.
the US,
Let me
you
look
can
it up.
skydive by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. Where have you been skydiving?
I do. Well, there's a place. Well, where I got my license is called Taft, which is
Okay.
like a couple hours from here, up north. And then I've gone to Oceanside, which is
Like San Diego?
by San Diego.
Yeah.
And then Paris.
Yes, it is illegal to
And-
skydive through clouds in the United States. The
Yeah.
Federal Aviation Administration, FAA,
course.
regulates skydiving under Part 105 of the Federal Aviation Regulations. According to these regulations, skydivers must maintain certain visibility requirements and are prohibited from jumping through clouds.
What if you jump through a cloud and there's a helicopter on the other side? Like,
Eh.
it's like of course you're not
He's
allowed
like,
to jump through
Then
clouds.
you would
Like, what
be
do you-
diced
Oh,
like
yeah,
some
there's
tofu
nothing there.
in
How
a
do you
salad.
First of all, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah, like you're
impossible.
so far.
Yeah.
No, it just won't happen
Yet.
because
Yeah.
when
Won't happen
when you're
yet.
skydiving, it just won't happen. When you're skydiving, the plane when the plane takes off, there's a certain boundary that they're staying within, and within that boundary, no other plane or helicopter would go in because they know there are skydivers coming down. So it's within the drop zone. It's just like
I
wouldn't
guess
happen.
that makes sense.
Yeah. However, it is dangerous because of other skydivers that are also going down within the same plane.
Yeah.
That could happen, but when there is enough distance, it doesn't particularly become. If the skydivers are experienced, it's just like won't be an issue.
Plus, what's the worst gonna happen? Bump into another skydiver. Oopsies.
No, at that speed, you could actually knock somebody out, and,
Oh, shit.
and they just will get killed.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
I would not get knocked off.
No, you will.
Again, survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Maybe,
like,
maybe if Claudio bumps into me.
No, you're going down.
Claudio.
You're going down.
After he puts a venom in him. Yeah.
Exactly.
And we're both
Yeah.
dead.
Claudio's getting fucking ripped on in this podcast. I think we
Yeah.
owe him
We gotta
dinner.
bring Claudio on the pod one of these days.
Yeah. How is the process of getting certified in the US? Because like that's actually something I'm genuinely interested in.
Yeah, 3 days is insane.
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah.
That is because the other problem is like even if you are getting certified within 3 days, you're not really getting enough experience, and that's kind of worrisome.
Yeah.
Not even just like for your own
Agreed.
safety, but like other people's.
Yeah.
Because there's just a lot you like wouldn't know, and then the other issue is that so like in California, you're gonna need 20. So your first 8 jumps are with people, with instructors.
Like
Not
your first
tandems.
8 jumps, okay.
Not tandems, but they're with instructors,
Yes.
so they're like going down with you. But then once you open your parachute, then you're on your own.
Okay.
But they'll walk you through how to land.
Yeah.
And then after that, then up until the 25th jump, you're jumping by yourself. On your 25th, you're getting your A license, and then when you do 50 jumps, then you get your B license, and then 200 jumps, you get your C license.
500 jumps, you get your D license.
Correct.
What?
ChatGPT locked in right now. I have the steps to become a professional skydiver right here.
And what license do you have?
I have my B.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You have your B. Oh, so you've really been a good handful of times.
Well, I've been actually 200 something. I don't.
Oh, shit.
It's been I think 210 or 20 or something like that. But I just haven't had the chance to get my C license yet.
Got you.
Is
Okay.
this
Just because I have to do
all of us making a plan to go skydiving in LA?
Yeah.
It's funny because I have a group where I just like try to plan with people that want to go do tandems, and I just like post it, and then people like show up.
Okay,
I've actually gone with him. He's come like twice now.
Yeah,
Twice or
Yeah.
3.
Where do you guys go skydiving like around here?
Elsinore is good.
Yeah,
Paris
like
is
Elsinore.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in like kind of Riverside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oceanside is, I don't like the people there. Like the instructors and the people. Yeah, they're just like not very nice.
Yeah.
Can you jump in
Oceanside
Santa
is-
Barbara? That's like a genuine question. I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be a pretty.
Santa Barbara is nice.
Yeah. I feel like I
Wait,
might want to jump.
why the
there.
fuck does it take 200 jumps to learn how to do this?
Fuck?
Like you jump out the plane and you do this.
You don't
Like
need
what else is there to learn? Like you
you
learned
don't need
everything.
200 jumps to learn that. That's not what
What
the
are you
200
learning?
jumps
What are you
are.
learning after like jump 3?
Landing, bro.
I
You
feel like
automatically land. Like how
That's
can
not
you can't
that's
not
not
land?
how it works. It's just like the fact that you say these things with so much like conviction, as if
I
like
know.
as if like
He's
what
like
you're
dead
saying
set
makes
on this
sense.
shit.
Because what happened is they wanted to make money. So
No,
they decided,
you
you have
cannot-
to do all these jumps.
Zach.
It costs more to get their
Do you think a
certification.
snake
Why don't
It's
you
all
why don't you do
about
it? Just take
A
one lesson.
skydive?
Try to
Like
do
without a parachute.
try to do just one.
Obviously not, baby.
Oh.
Like,
That's all.
imagine if you jumped out of a plane holding 2
And then you'll
snakes
see.
and you're just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
There is not just that. It's also
yes, you can skydive with a snake.
do you think they bite you while you're skydiving?
They
What if you
could.
release? What if
That'd
you
be a
actually
great
let go?
video, actually.
Dude,
Can we make that happen?
yeah. What if we
With
got
skydive
2
with
snakes and Jaden jumps
Yeah.
out of a plane like holding 2 snakes?
Is that
Good
legal?
for the
Could we?
Instagram? For
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be great. That'd be,
I
that'd
mean,
be
the
great.
only way you're going to be able to do that is you would have to convince a tandem instructor to go with you on a helicopter that would have to be convinced to do a jump with you holding the snakes.
My uncle is actually certified. I bet he would do it.
Would you do it?
I can't give you tandems.
Oh,
I'm not a tandem instructor.
When will you get that?
I don't think I would ever do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
find
just
someone,
not
babe.
really.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
it
Locking
takes
in,
a while,
locking in.
yeah.
We just need to find like what snakes should we do? All pythons?
Let's get something.
We need
big,
some, like,
though.
cool morphs.
Something exciting. Something exciting. Get an anaconda.
Yeah, but you don't want to do tandem because the whole point
Yeah.
of the snake picture is to look cool.
Yeah.
The-
Facts.
the-
Oh, true. I'll
You
just get
So if
certified.
you become licensed,
Yeah.
then the only thing you would have to do is convince a helicopter pilot to take you up and allow you to jump with the snake.
Okay. Easy.
Has it been done
Kinda.
before? Probably not. Let's do it.
Let's do it. No, that would be insane. So
Imagine
in LA,
if you accidentally let go.
yeah.
Dude, then the snake would fall out of the sky
Just hit
and like
somebody.
hit someone. Imagine
be
it's
fun.
raining snakes.
Yeah.
Ah!
Imagine dying from a snake falling from the sky. Actually, that'd actually be maybe the craziest way to
That'd
die.
be pretty insane.
Yeah, top tier. I was gonna say,
And they were scared of the venom.
yeah. Do you have to jump from a helicopter in LA? Like, do you not do like small planes?
I've never done helicopter jump.
Oh. You're just kind of like saying,
You
Well,
need more
it's-
certifications to do the helicopter. Yeah.
No, it's
You
not.
got to pay for the helicopter certification. do all
No,
this
it's just they don't
training.
they usually have planes.
yeah, that's what
At
I
the
was
drop
thinking.
zone.
Yeah.
200 steps.
Because
off
like you
and
could
on, a
take more
helicopter to
people.
get
The
certified.
helicopters are like very
like
rare.
singles? Yeah. Okay.
It's like very small drop zone, some random place that would have like a helicopter, and somebody's just like.
Where were you saying you've skydived too? I feel like you got interrupted when you were like all the different places you skydived. Has it just
That
been the US?
Vegas, North Carolina. What is before DC?
Like Maryland or something.
No, there's
No, I
a.
was wrong.
I forget the city that was nearby there. Yeah, and just a couple other places.
A couple other places. Ever done it internationally?
No, that's the one thing that
That'd be cool.
I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Even if it's tandem, I'd like to do it in every continent.
Yeah.
That's like a big bucket list thing.
Yeah. I think that would be very, very nice. The hardest part about it is you would have every place has different restrictions.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as like what license you need.
Oh.
So like in Dubai, you would have to have your D license. It used to
D
be
license.
C. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It used to be C, but then they changed it to D just because of all the buildings that have been going up.
Okay.
So
I guess some tandems.
yeah,
most
in
places.
Australia, like you said, it's probably a lot more easy.
Probably chill.
So
Yeah.
So that should
cross
be
that bridge
fine.
when I get there, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Have you been to Dubai?
I was 17.
No.
I was 17
I might be
when
going
was
this
there.
summer, so need
Great city.
recommendations.
I mean, it has changed a lot since I
I'm
was
sure.
there, but it's a pretty good city. And recently became flooded.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Why?
They've been creating rain in the sky
Oh, like on like over Dubai.
artificially.
Yeah.
So
You can do that?
Oh, wow.
yeah,
I did not know it was a thing.
and it
Why have they been doing that?
We can control the weather.
they
now?
just they wanted to like have rain.
Yeah, have rain
just
in
to like
Dubai.
because it
Yeah.
never rains there,
Yeah.
and so they've been artificially creating rain, and it became out of control and started just fucking.
Wait, it's not.
flooding
It's
the whole
not like
city.
for the crops. It's just because like, oh, what's rain like?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's
That
the
is
That's the most
insane.
like Dubai thing I've ever heard, though.
Right.
I feel like
That is
that's
very
crazy.
That is like
Dubai,
some
yeah.
Hunger Games type shit. If
Yeah.
Hunger Games started, Dubai would be the capital.
Yeah, the capital, probably.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they just lost control of it and started flooding the whole fucking city.
Of course they did.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they lost control. They're like, haha.
Yeah.
No, it was so bad. Like there's literally like they had to like put boats to like take their Lamborghinis and their fucking Bentleys and shit. It was like crazy. The videos of her
Well,
was
they
just
know
like
that Venice
insane.
is about to go underwater,
Yeah.
so they're trying to create like a
Yeah.
new Venice.
New Venice. Yeah, I like that.
Modern Venice.
New Venice in Dubai.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
it was pretty insane. You should look up the video later.
Yeah,
It's kind
I
of
will.
crazy.
Dubai
Um,
Lamborghinis.
Yeah, but to answer your question, the hardest part while you're skydiving is being able to control your body while you're up there, and that's extremely difficult. Just being able to do different movements because of the way that air hits you. It's not as easy as just the way that you walk on.
Still doesn't
on
seem
the
like
ground.
that to me.
Yeah,
Do you have to do indoor skydiving training to like work on body?
it's very
I've
useful.
heard
You
of
don't
that.
have to, but it's very useful.
It is. Okay.
Especially, well, some people do have to because parts of the first 8 jumps that you do, there are certain movements you're going to have to do, and you can't pass to the next level if you
Until you
can't
do.
do the movements.
Okay, gotcha.
And so in order for you to be able to control your body, some people need more time, which is a lot easier to get in a controlled environment,
Yeah,
which is
makes
the
sense.
indoor skydiving.
To keep practicing
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Because also the timing it makes a difference because you're only up there for like 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
So that's, it's a lot less to learn how to control your body than if you are in an indoor tunnel
100%.
for like 30 minutes.
Totally. And like these movements that you're doing, it's not like you are forced to do it naturally. It's like they're checking it off. You know what I mean? It's not like they're making sure you can do it. It's not like
No, you have to be able to. What happens is these are things that like he doesn't understand. So like he's like, oh, like how hard could it be?
Yeah.
It's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Because your body's not in a natural movement of just like the
flailing.
way that you're
Yeah.
just like sitting and you're like you could move yourself how you are doing
Yeah.
it. You can't do that with the air hitting you at that speed.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so what happens, a lot of people, if you're coming down the sky like this and the air is hitting you and you have one arm a little bit tilted this way, your body starts to move in an opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
So now all of a sudden you start to spin, and now you can't control yourself because you're trying to control yourself.
Gotcha.
And then your spin gets harder and harder and harder.
Oh.
And now all of a sudden you're to a point where you can't control your spin.
Oh, that's
and you
terrifying.
can't stop.
Yeah.
And you can't stop. You can't open your parachute.
Wait,
Yeah.
why can't you open your parachute?
Because you're spinning.
Because you're spinning out of control.
So
And
just
you
open
can't catch it.
Isn't it a little? It's like attached to you, right?
Again, you don't understand it because
Yeah,
you're
no,
not,
I
it's
that
never
makes
happened
sense.
to you. Because the way that you're thinking right now is like, oh, like I'm in control of all my movement.
Oh yeah.
But you won't be. You won't be when you're spinning like that.
But I could put my hand here or wherever the fuck the thing is.
You think you can.
I definitely
But
could.
when it starts happening,
I'll bet money on it.
it would be hard.
Hey, let's see how he does.
Yeah,
let's let him
yeah.
try. Let's let him try.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah,
me in, coach.
exactly.
I'm ready.
That's interesting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so these are a lot of like nuances that people think, oh, like he's saying it right now. I bet you he's gonna go up there and he's gonna have the hardest time to pass even the first level.
Oh, I'm
No
sure.
way, dude.
Just
No.
because
I'm a natural athlete.
I
also.
could bet you it is because especially people like him that think this,
They're
he's
the ones
like
that are fucked.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's
exactly.
fully thinking like, oh, like there's like I got this, like I'm in control. And then as soon as this thing hits you, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I don't got this.
Nah.
We'll see. I can't wait for this moment. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, I'm down. I'm down to skydive soon.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But because once you get a handle of like how to control your body and just like being relaxed and just breathing and doing all those things, then it's a lot easier to just like have fun.
Totally. How often do you go? Like have you gone this year?
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to. I really actually need to go soon because I got to get my parachute repacked, which is a whole other thing.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Got you. Cool. I'm glad we had this tangent on
Yeah.
skydiving.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun sport. As long as you're careful, you'll be fine and do well. Any last words of caution to people who want to become snake catchers?
Well, watch out because the best of the best is sitting right next to me.
Thanks, baby.
If anyone gets more followers than my boyfriend, I'm throwing snakes at them.
People have, and it might happen again, but that's okay.
Are you guys planning on staying like still try and date long distance?
We have not talked about it.
We actually
at
have
all.
not talked
Literally,
about it.
conversation has not brought up. But I would like to. I really love this girl. So.
Me too.
When did you say you love each other? How long?
Oh,
again?
it was pretty quick. He actually told my roommate before he told me.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me though.
All right,
but
she didn't?
No, she didn't.
Thanks, Nora.
But
yeah.
she was like, "So, do you love him?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Are you gonna tell him?" I'm like, "No, it's too soon." She was like, "You should tell him."
Yeah. Just like start switching. Yeah, I was like mid-April, right?
Yeah, he told my roommate at a rave. We were all at a rave together.
So like a
Chris
month then.
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Yeah, I love this girl." And then
Yeah.
I think later that week, it's so funny because I always have a conversation with Nora before something started happening. I'd be like, "I really want him to ask me out, but like I don't know how to bring that up." And then that night you asked me to be your girlfriend. Like
Oh,
the first
perfect timing.
conversation. And then she asked me, she was like, "Do you love him?" I was like, "Yes." And then that night you told me you love me.
Guys, my intuition's crazy.
It's the snakes.
It's the snakes. Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to. No, it's cool. It's like I've never had like this much like passion and affection for somebody before in general, and let alone like this quickly.
Who do you think is love bombing who?
I know. No, it's actually a battle. We do it. It's who can love bomb each other more. It's a competition every
His
single
dad
day.
calls me the queen of canoodling. Crazy play.
Oh no, my dad's wild. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
That's
He's a funny
funny.
guy. Yeah, so now our contact on like Snapchat is Queen of Canoodle. So, yeah,
That's
it
hilarious.
checks.
Well, you guys are adorable. I hope
Yeah.
things work out. Just because you seem to be meant for each other. So
Thank
Aw, shucks, thanks.
you. Yeah. Thanks, Mo.
Yeah, for sure.
think so,
Anytime. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming on the show.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
Really
it.
Of course,
appreciate it.
thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
And
We'll
we'll,
bring
we'll
snakes next
probably
time.
do another episode after we skydive.
Hey,
So,
I'm
that'll
down.
be fun.
I'm down 100%.
We need to bring snakes.
And we're catching some snakes.
Actually,
Guys,
you know what?
lock
Next
in.
time you come, you
Yeah.
should bring a snake with you.
I'll do it. 100%.
We'll try to put it around his neck.
Yeah,
See-
deal. You want
get a
You want a
rattlesnake.
wild one or you want a captive one? I would catch a rattlesnake and put it on this table if you want me to.
Let's do a wild one.
All right. Sounds good. We'll make it happen. Yeah.
We'll see you guys soon again. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Take care.